Is Diablo Immortal play to win? Well, today we're going to be talking about that question. I'm going to be breaking down everything you need to know. The reason I decided to make this video is because I recently asked a friend of mine if he was going to be playing the game, and he told me, I might not play the game because everything that has to do with mobile gaming is pay to win, and I might not play the game. So I felt like a lot of other people would probably fall into this category, and this led me into a rabbit hole of seeing other videos of other content creators that also have done videos on pay to win. But one thing that I found after watching all of those videos is the way they explain it like everybody already has played Diablo and they know what the heck they're talking about. So I wanted to make a video that not only would help the people who are already played the game, but I also wanted to make a video for all the newcomers that are going to be coming to the game, because when a game goes free to play and when the game is accessible on mobile, you're going to get a ton of new players that have never even heard about Diablo or have never even decided to play the game that are going to jump in and test the game out. So I wanted to make a video like that helped you not only as a beginner, but also someone that's actually played the game or played any of the betas. So if all of this sounds like something you're definitely interested, a like would be greatly appreciated. And let's talk about Diablo Immortal's pay to win options. So I'm going to break my video out into two different parts. I'm going to start off with the good, and then I'm going to start off with the bad, because there is a little bit of bad with this whole system that we need to talk about. And especially if you're new to the game, you might be getting caught up in spending stuff that you probably shouldn't be spending stuff on. So we're going to dive in that. Now, before we dive in, I want to talk about three different people that are going to be playing the game. Number one, you got your casuals. Now, when I mean casuals, is people who play the game not at a consistent rate, but they hop in like maybe once, 3 times a week, and they do their stuff, they play with their friends, and then they hop off and just, come back next week. Then you have your hardcore fans, which are fans that play the game every single day. So they'll log into the game, play it every day, and collect all the stuff they need to collect every stuff doing daily, and that is going to be your hardcore fans. Now, the third group I want to talk about are the whales. Now, these are people who really are going to go full-on hardcore on the game, and they are going to be trying to be on top of the leaderboard regardless of the amount of money that they need to spend. Now, depending on which category you actually fall in this particular topic, I want to know in the comment section down below, what are you? Are you a casual? Are you a hardcore fan? Or are you a hardcore whale that's going to be spending a ton amount of money at the game? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I would definitely like to know your guys' feedback. Now, I do want to make sure I address this before we dive into the topic, is I understand the game is free to play. I understand the company needs to make money. I played multiple games where there is a lot of lack of content because there's not a lot of money being created by the developers to make sure they push out content very soon and fast. And I understand companies need to make money. Okay, so I want to just make sure I get that out of the way before I see something in the comments that's like, well, it's a free pay game, people got to make money. Let's dive in and talk about the good. So the good, guys, is that there is a battle pass system that's going to allow you to earn rewards as you progress throughout the game just by earning XP. So I think that's actually pretty good, because we have seen other free-to-play games that have included a battle pass, and the battle passes are actually pretty good. You get some really good cosmetics. In this case, some cosmetics, some gems, a lot of really good stuff coming in the game. Now, you have two different options to approach the battle pass. You have option one, which is to be the cheap route, which would be where you spend $5 and you just automatically get the battle pass. Or you go with option number two, where you spend $15 and unlock 14 additional levels, and you get the battle pass, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing I want to let you guys know is that this battle pass, you will be able to buy it every month. So there's going to be a brand new battle pass every single month. So instead of thinking this like a regular battle pass like in Fortnite or like in Call of Duty, where you have 3 months span, there's going to be a 1 month span. So think of it like more of a subscription based system than you would of just purchasing a battle pass. Now, that I believe to be a good option, because they give you an option. You want to just buy the battle pass and grind out? Go ahead. You want to kind of just get a little bit of an edge on completing the battle pass? Spend $15. I think that's a good option. Not only do you get your rewards back as far as getting the stuff, like gems and cosmetics, but you're also enjoying the game as you progress because you're earning rewards as you play. So that is the good option. Now, in addition to the battle pass, there is a thing called Boon of Plenty. Now, Boon of Plenty is something that if you've played any other game, if you're coming from playing games on console or playing games on PC, there's a different option, which is an additional option on top of the battle pass. Now, this is going to allow you to get special rewards when you complete certain end game content. That's going to increase the amount of rewards you get when you actually get that. So it's kind of like a system that's going to better the odds of what you get when you complete certain endgame activities. So that is an optional purchase. You don't have to purchase it, but if you just want to better the odds, you're more than welcome to purchase it. So I believe, depending on which category you fall into as far as how often you're playing the game, then this is going to be a very viable option. Now, this is going to be a total of $5 that you're going to need to spend on the Boon of Plenty. So if you're going to be a hardcore fan that's going to be playing every day, I think a good option would be buying the Battle Pass for $15. Make sure you skip those 15 tiers. Buying the Boon of Plenty, that's a total of $20 a month that you probably will be spending on the game, and you consciously have to have that in the back of your mind. Now, if you think you're going to be playing the game every single day for a long period of time, why are you going to spend $15? Just spend $5 on the Battle Pass, get the Boon of Plenty, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to complete the Battle Pass without a problem within a month. So that is the good. Now let's dive in and talk a little bit about the bad, because there are more options where you're going to be able to spend more money, and this is where things get just a tad bit out of control. Now, within Diablo Immortal, there is a currency in-game called Eternal Orbs. Now, Eternal Orbs can only be purchased with real earned money. Now, that's not that big of a deal because, if you purchase the orbs, that's pretty awesome. But what these orbs allow you to do is where things get just a tad bit sketchy. Now within the game, there are things called legendary gems. Now, these particular gems are really amazing because of what they're able to do. Not only are they able to level up your armor, but they're also able to level up your health and also your life. Now, these legendary gems could be obtainable within the game without having to pay real currency money, but unfortunately, you get them at such a low rate that it's going to take you almost a year to get a good amount of legendary gems. But that is not the problem. Just make sure you guys follow me along. Now, legendary gems can be found in Elder Rifts only if you have a legendary crest or a rare crest, which is used to empower the rift. Now, you could buy a limited amount of crest with Eternal Orbs, which are only purchased with real earned currency, allowing you to increase the chance of drop rate that you get of legendary gems to 100%. So basically, guys, if you want to get a large amount of legendary gems, you use real money to buy the Eternal Orbs to be able to get 100% drop rate on legendary gems. Now, the big problem here is, remember how we said earlier that you could find the legendary gems in Elden Rifts only if you had legendary crests or red crests to use to empower the rift? Well, guys, you could only earn legendary crests if you use real currency. You cannot earn them for free. So the only way you're able to empower the rift with legendary crest is if you use real earned money. Now, if that wasn't enough, guys, let's talk about where things get even more sketchy. As you guys know, your character is built up of 6 different pieces of armor. Now, each armor is able to be upgraded a total of 10 times. Now, in order for you to hit that max 10 rank, you need a legendary, which means that you need to spend $10 for each individual item to get it to a rank 10. So that means if you want to max out your character and you want to make sure he's a badass, and you want to make sure that that character has the most damage, has the most health, then you're going to need to spend $10 for your helmet, $10 for your gauntlets, $10 for your boots, and so on, till you spend $60. Now, you have additional characters that you want to do this with, you're also going to need to spend $60. That's not even counting the Battle Pass, and not even counting the Boons of Plenty that you got to do every month. Now, you're probably saying, okay, well, maybe I can see where that's not that big of a deal, but wait, there's more, because there is more spending to be done. Because once you guys go ahead and you do all that, right, you level your gear, you level up your character, you're still able to go to a thing called Resonance. And in addition to that, you need to awaken the armor. Now, when you awaken the armor, you need to spend a little bit more money to be able to awaken that armor. And you want to make sure that you look like a total badass, not only on your gear that has good power, but you want to make sure that it looks nice and dope. Let me put this image right here. You're going to notice that there are different stages that your character will look like. You have stage 1, which he looks kind of like a default character. And then you have the last stage, which looks amazing. You got that glow effect, you got taunts, you got all that good stuff. Well, in order for you guys to be able to reach that max level of perfection, you are going to need to do what Vegeta and Goku do. You're going to have to go to 9,000. Man, I'm not talking about levels. I'm talking about money, boys. Because you're going to need to spend a good amount of money to get your character to look like that. Now, that is where things go really, really crazy, because in addition to that, if you want to even increase your health and damage, you're able to spend even more money on gems to be able to enhance the power of your health and the power of your damage. Now, it wouldn't really be a problem if that wouldn't give you an advantage in PvP, but I gotta tell you guys, you're gonna be bumping into some people that are gonna have a lot of health, that are gonna have a lot more damage than you will, because they spent a good amount of money. So at the end of the day, guys, I am pro-consumer. I believe companies need to make money. I believe, pay-to-win games are good, especially if they're free to play. The company needs to get some money back from from making that game. In addition to that, it has to be profitable, because or else we don't get no content, right? You get no DLCs. Like if you play Destiny, if you play Outriders, which is a good one, you have to wait like 3, 4, 5, 6 months to actually get more content into the game when you're like, I want more, right? So if you want more, yeah, we got to dish out a couple of bottom bucks. But when things get crazy is when a game costs more than buying a car. That is when we need to be like, yo, we need to calm down just a tad bit. I get that you want us to spend money, but like, come on now, man. Some people, they love gaming, but they don't have the funds, right? Now, even though some people do say gaming is expensive and it should be considered a luxury sport, I get that, but there's some people that just don't have the funds to actually do that. But I want to know from your guys' opinion, what do you guys think about this topic? Do you think they've gone too far, or do you think it's actually pretty good as long as you have a good amount of content coming your way? And what will you be doing, and how much money will you be spending? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, if you guys want to know what character to pick for Diablo Immortal because you don't know which way to go or what character fits your playstyle, check out this video that's popping up right now on the screen. That video goes into deep detail on every single character and which character will fit your playstyle more than the others. So definitely, guys, if you don't know who you're playing as, make sure you check out that video that's popping up. I hope you guys are enjoying our content here on the channel. Make sure you guys drop a like, drop a comment, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn on all those notifications so you guys won't miss our videos. And if you want to show a little bit more love and support, make sure you hit that thanks. I greatly appreciate it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.